Good morning, thanks for tuning in to Conquer the Hosses. We have a busy day, an arm full of stuff heading to the machine. One of the viewers asked, what does it take to prepare for a job? Hey Tom, go keep pushing that back. That way we're not blocking the lower driveway. So, whenever we look at these jobs, Donna and I, we'll make some notes. What machines to bring, do we need the 306 excavator, a skid loader, everything, a small excavator, hammer, all that kind of stuff. So it's nice to know what to bring. So the preparing for it starts the night of the meeting. And then when we show up, we know we have the right equipment. This driveway gets demoed out, as well as we know what lumber to bring and just materials so the guys can start working right away and make the most of the day. The center pad comes out, and this goes back in decorative all the way across to the street. So I'll talk about this more as we move through the project. There's a pad down in the lower driveway. We're going to put decorative diamonds in all of the aprons and the center pad. That way everything matches and looks real inviting in the end. Just seeing where everybody's at. I'm going to come up. It's right at 7 o'clock, so I can start making some noise. Okay, busted up the concrete all around it. Now I just hooked it. I pulled it away a little bit and hurried up and turned the camera on. So I just, like I said, I busted the concrete all around. Now this is free and we can wiggle it around. It's not gonna buckle and pinch those steps. We're leaving those steps in place. And I wanna just slide it away. Watch yourself there, Matt. Good. Get some more of this edge off. I'm almost to the point where I can really get moving on demos. But up here in this entranceway, I just wanted to nibble, and you see all the rebar in there, so just being really careful. And I haven't even hit a lamppost yet. Yet. Okay, so let's get this pulled away just a little bit, easing it right in, find that edge, and the tooth drops in. Nice easy pressure. One side at a time. Find that edge. Now what I want to do, now that I'm free, I'll jump out and see if there's any rebar pins in there. Okay, nice and clear. Good, good, no cracks. A little bit of aging on there, but we're gonna leave those steps in. Okay boys, we're free. So now that I'm free, a couple feet away, notice I just pick it up, spin it, get it up on top of some debris, give it a couple drops, get a crack going. Now I can fold it There we go. Right, like that. Now watch when I back up. Now it just turns into a big pile of rubble. There we go. Lots of rebar in that slab. Watch that lamppost. So I got a couple of rebar there. So if you just take it and, well, you don't drop it, hold on to it and give it a little twist and a spin. See how they break free? Making sure it's locked on. Let me get it, I'll do a back up here. Get away from that lamp post. So close, I don't want to hit it. Stay, pull the truck down. Yep, one more move and I think we're good. Okay. There's our insurance cards. Yeah, truck is full. Here comes Tom. Back him in, I'll keep loading, he'll keep running. All right, I'll get a camera up here. The guys are on forms. They took notes and measurements. Now we'll just put this back to the same footprint. I'll throw a battery in this camera, get you on time lapse. Okay, now that I'm nothing around me, I can just grab big chunks, rip it up, and throw it in the truck. It's hard to believe I get paid to do this. Having this much fun. These big pieces I really do try and set down nice and gentle. That was gentle. Okay, that is the shape of it with these bump outs, and then we'll curve those corners as well to match there. Steve's putting it on grade. All the demo's done on this side is I eat my sandwich, sorry about that. Jim has this form roughed in, we'll set that, put that on grade, this, that. Going good, concrete's coming out real easy. That's what we like. Okay. Pad's ready, forms are in over there, let's go grade it up. Almost done with demo. tone this down a little bit while I'm here. Okay, what a difference a day makes. That driveway's prepped. Pulling a mixer in tomorrow and shooting this side. We're going to pull a mixer all the way up this one and shoot this landing pad. Steve went over and picked up the patterns. We're going to do the brick herringbone pattern through here. All through here, and this will be dyed red. Similar to match the house. Okay. I am exhausted. We got one truck fully loaded, machines loaded. We're short 1, 2, probably 4 skid loader buckets of stone. We'll bring that with us tomorrow, and hopefully we get this all done, except the diamonds and the aprons. We'll get those ready and we'll pour those on Wednesday. Okay, have a good night. We'll see you in the morning. The sun is just coming up, holding the string right to my blue line on the steps. Here, I can shift over. Good. Now Steve's setting a grade pin, and he'll put a nail to the string. That'll be top of concrete. Make sure you pull that string tight so there's no sag in it. And sometimes I set the nail at the top of the string. Any day, Steve. Any. Good. 6:30 in the morning. Okay. So we're all ready. Here, we do that in the morning of the pour. Normally we like to be all ready, but I don't want anybody tripping, and they shouldn't be walking up here anyways. So I wait and put everything up on chairs the morning of, set the grade pins. I don't want anybody kicking that. We ran some stubby rebar underneath. Now we can wiggle these in the concrete a little bit, but here's our main rebar that we can pick up into the concrete. These will just keep these pads tied together, but they'll be able to move a little bit if they need to. That's it. We're just waiting on concrete. Matt's covering up the lamppost. This is red concrete, so if it splashes, you wipe it off. Red is the hardest color to make go away, so just protecting the old concrete. The pillars are still wet, so we can't get anything on that yet. And I think we're about ready. I'll stop rambling and grab a sip of my coffee before you know what breaks loose. Heavy sewn stamps we use on our border. So whenever I make my step liners, I duplicate these and I just cut this in half. Now this is about 12 inches for our border. Now when we're stamping the border, this won't go onto the driveway. We can put this right on our cut line, and this could go into the over the form, is what I'm saying. Nice straight edge for going up against our rolled slate or broom concrete, whatever we're doing. So we should be able to cover a lot more border quicker. Here's our man. We're going to pull him in and pull him up the driveway. We're going to do our mix right here. Anything goes wrong with this color on the street, that would be a disaster. I'm going to talk about that a lot today, about how sensitive this red color is, just for cleanup. Okay, just helping the driver get in position so we don't bump the forms. 2 feet. Foot and a half. It's going good. Ooh, that's soft. Lock them all in. There we go. help push them. There we go. Okay, good there. That's a 1 yard bag of red. So I kind of even take my time putting it in. That way that color starts making its way in the back as the drum's spinning. Get it all in there and give it a good solid mix. Counting the bags. Make sure we have the same recipe, especially if you do multiple loads. So that's how a concrete mixer mixes. The corkscrew pulls the concrete back. They reverse the drum. It pulls the concrete up, down the chute, into place. Okay, with all the color in the truck, just give it a light wash. What we do sometimes is have the concrete brought up, then back down. Go ahead and do that in a minute, just to show you what I'm talking about. Okay. After 10 or 15 revs on it, and that's what I was talking about. We're on discharge now, like a corkscrew, it's bringing it right up. That'll clean the concrete or the color off of the back of the fins if there's any there, and get it into the mix. That's good. Go reverse. You're about a 3-inch slump there. Now he'll go into mix. Wasting no time. Mixer just backed out, all cleaned up. Matt's on border, Tom's on border. These take some time to get around these bends. We're getting ready for round 2. Plain concrete down to the apron, and we're going to do diamond inlays down here. Tom painted one out. I can't remember if I talked about this morning or not. I'm going to go ahead and form this right now. Be a 1-foot border with brick stamp in the middle, plain concrete all around it, cuts coming off of each point. That'll look great.
Heavy stone on this. What are we gonna do? Like that.
I like that. Yeah, that's fine. I like that. Okay, so that's our zone. I gotta find a new battery. I'm gonna miss some of this stamping, so bear with me. 2, 3, snap! It's all done. Don't worry, we have a lot more stamping to do. There's our basket weave brick pattern, red with a border. I'll show you a view from up here. Tom's making our final touch-ups. Whew, I am huffing and puffing. Yeah. Oh my. That looks nice, guys. I think this is my new favorite pattern. This is sharp. The border makes it tough for exiting, but sometimes we lay a floppy on there and exit on that. Whew. Grab a sip of coffee or a bottle of Gatorade. We have this concrete coming. There we go, round 2. I don't have my phone with me. It's about 10 o'clock. We made good time, but it is getting hot out. That's okay, we got one of the best drivers in the fleet. We're always happy to see Dale. Picking up the wire as we go, just up a little bit, get those rods in the concrete. All right, I'll put you on time lapse, talk to you in a minute. I was hoping to grab the camera for down there. Nice even plane right down to the street. That's what we want. Let me go show you what we did. The guys are on layout and they started down here because of what we have going on. We did a diamond inlay that we're gonna do red brick with a border right here to highlight this driveway entrance. So I had this pre-built sitting right here. Once we poured down to here, as you saw in the video, pulled the truck out, brought the forms in. I had 2 screws already set, one here and one across. We just pulled it across our points and made everything line up. We eyed this, measured it, tweaked it, remeasured, re-looked at it. I think we'll all agree we have it positioned evenly in the concrete. So now we'll do a cut off of each point because we know it's going to crack. Here's our first, here's the same distance from there to there as the point to the street. So that's our first cut. So we'll have a center cut going into our Y cuts. That'll take care of all of our crack protection. Grab a drink of water. I can barely talk. I'm so dry. Do we pour that next section or do we wait till tomorrow? We'll talk about that shortly. Wasting no time getting our tool cuts in. No saw cutting. Get these in today in this heat. We'll have cracks all through this tomorrow morning. So I think in a 100-foot driveway, you'll see up to an inch of shrinkage. So it has to come from somewhere. So you'll see a 1/16 of an inch in each of these cuts. All right, Steve, ready? Yep. Let's get it done. Hopefully you saw some of that. If not, we'll catch you on the other side. Sorry, it is so hot out here and we're just jumping. Donna brought us out some waters and Gatorades. We're gonna take some shade. Whew. Sorry about breathing so hard in the camera. I wanted to go over this apron real quick and show you our design, our center cuts.
And you never dead end a cut. You always have to take it off to the side. That's why we always V them. Right around each point of the diamond. Wing cuts. Red to match up top. Okay, I'll try and do a little talking while Tom's saw cutting. Targeting center and center. Those were our first two cuts we did. Second place it's going to want to crack is right off of these corners here. So we chose to do the inside. We were just looking at this. You can see how skinny that would be. So we moved it in and we'll connect border to border. And then we'll do a diagonal cut right through here. That'll look nice and it'll give us good protection. All saw cut and cleaned. Now I'm just going to wet it down just as the sun's going down. Now it'll really hold moisture and gain even more strength through the night. It's been baking in the sun all day. Quite warm. Not scalding hot, but pretty warm. Just whenever it stops evaporating on it. Like this was just wet a minute ago and it's dry. So hit that a couple more times. Just when it starts to hold water. And we'll call it done. Alright, saw cutting and cleaning 101. Targeting the joints. Center. Can't go wrong. Alright, see you tomorrow.